In this weekend's box office battle, the debut of the latest young adult adaptation, Divergent, emerged easily as the victor with $56 million, while in a distant second place, Muppets Most Wanted earned $16.5 million in its opening weekend. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, in its third week, claimed the third spot with $11.7 million. Also in its third week, 300 Rise of an Empire pulled in $8.6 million. Rounding out the top five, the big surprise of the weekend was faith-based movie God's Not Dead debut with $8.5 million, despite only being in 780 screens. John, buy or sell Divergent's weekend box office numbers?
Well, I mean, I buy it. I mean, good for it. I'll be honest, this is one I missed because I thought I had a discussion with somebody where I didn't think it was going to break 40. On opening weekend, and it ended up breaking 50. So, I mean, that's great. I know a lot of people who really don't like the movie. I know a couple of people who really did. So it's kind of vicious that way. But this is the opening weekend they were hoping for. So good on them, and I guess they're going to start production on Divergent too, because, yeah, with this type of an opening, they got to be happy.
Jimmy?
You know, I saw the movie. I think it was an interesting start. But I buy the numbers. They were promoting the heck out of this thing. I mean, it was all over. They did a good job promoting it, and the fan base is huge. So I'm absolutely not surprised. Shailene Woodley was a great choice. She's likable. She's a incredible star quality. So I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, sequel, no doubt.
I buy the numbers of Divergent. I'll reserve my comments about the movie for a later time.
Facebook wars were started.
but yeah, this I think lends itself well for the young adult adaptations because we've had a string of like misses, you know, in terms of box office success. I haven't seen most of these movies. Mortal Instruments, Vampire Academy, Beautiful Creatures, all those failed at the box office. The Host even, from Stephanie Meyer. But this one did pretty good numbers. It didn't do Twilight numbers, it didn't do Hunger Game numbers, but still, $56 million isn't anything to sneeze at. So, Chris Lee, I know you are a big fan of this movie. So what do you think about these box office numbers?
I think they're amazing. You know, these were books that I found out the movie was coming. I said, let me read the books. By the time I was finished with the third book wasn't out yet. It's the only book I've ever pre-ordered in my life. So needless to say, I was a little excited for the movie to come out. It was exactly what I wanted as a fan of the franchise. I also went with two people who had never read the books that both really enjoyed the books. They're not for everyone. They're not to the caliber of Hunger Games. Hunger Games is a little bit more fun to watch for everyone, whether you know the story or not. Divergent, I think you need to know a little bit more of the story, but still, all around, I think it was a really fun film.
And let's talk about this for a second. Muppets.
So good.
What happened?
I have no idea.
The first Muppet film made nearly $30 million on its opening weekend. It was pretty much universally loved, and for good reason. That movie was awesome. The marketing, I think, for the new Muppet film has been solid. It's coming off of a beloved first film, and its opening weekend box office drops nearly in half. $16 million for a much better reviewed film than Divergent, and yet its opening weekend drops nearly in half to $16 million. I have no rational explanation for this. It's really unfortunate because the movie deserves better.
Agreed. I was so disappointed to see those numbers because I love the movie. I've seen it twice. I guess you just don't open a Muppet movie against a YA crowd, you know? Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Come on, go see the Muppets. It's great. Seriously.
Yeah, I saw the Muppets. I really liked it. I think it has to do with the fact that it is, you know, the last one came off a huge long break before the last Muppets movie, and now this is only, what, 2 years, a year and a half later, so I think that the freshness of that kind of wore off on people.
Don't care. I want to go see the Muppets.
But it's Kermit!
Yes, Miss Piggy, come on.
It's not easy being green.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.